Hi everyone, this is Homie Hobbies, and today we are opening another Illumicrate box. So today's Illumicrate box is the November box from 2023. For those of you who don't know what Illumicrate is a book subscription box. Once a month you receive a standalone book that comes with items that are either inspired by this book or other books of the same genre. Now they have 3 different options. They have, a regular book. I think they have a romance version and then a horror version. And along with the regular version, you have the option to get just the book itself. But I personally love receiving their things. I don't tend to keep all of them, but I do love receiving all of them and seeing what items we get because a lot of them are just really cute. So that is for today. And just for you to know, I'm not sponsored. I wish they would sponsor me. I pay for this with my own money. I just really like surprise boxes, and I think because I'm getting back into reading now, I find that this is a good way to spend my money on surprise items or monthly items that will not be going to waste. So our theme for November here in 2023 was anti-hero. Now, like always, I leave the pamphlet for last. It contains information on the items we received and the books, and then also the theme for the next month. So that's just something I like to do last so that we don't get any spoilers. Now, our first item here is within a box. And, it looks like it's a mug, an exclusive mug. And it looks like it's space themed. You can see here that there is a window with some ships shooting at something. Alright, so as you can see, this is a white mug. The walls of the mug are a little thin, not terribly thin, but it's just the style. And it's also protruding a little bit near the lip of the cup. It says here on the screen, The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon, which may be the book, maybe not. And there is a human, I think, sitting at the controls, and again, ships shooting at something. So our next item here says it is a hanging ornament inspired by Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. Now, I may have mentioned this before, but I have actually already read this book, which is rare for me to already have read a book that is featured in Illumicrate or has items featured in Illumicrate. So this is a really thin metallic ornament, and here you can see that there is dog bone, which is a dog made of bones, and you can see that there are some swords, a moth, a crown, and a few other things. It's kind of flimsy material, and it has a little ribbon to hang it up by, but I think it's really cute, and I can't wait to hang it up for next year. Alright, so this is our next item here. I actually can't tell what it is while inside the packaging, so let's open it and take a look. Alright, so I still can't tell what this is, but right off the bat we can see that it's a like cloth material. Yeah, it's really folded in there. Let's see if I can open this. Oh, okay, so it's starting to take shape now, and right off the bat you can see that there seem to be some towers, a moon, and some jewels, and it looks like it is a bag, a reusable bag. Now, I use all of my reusable bags, so hopefully I won't lose this one, because I need a grocery bag. But that's really cool that it has like a little pouch sewn into it so that you can fold it back up and just put it away, and so that it won't take up so much space. So I will definitely be using this because I am out of bags. Okay, so our next item I'm really excited about because there was notice that we would be getting these. These are bookends, which, if you don't know, are basically used at the end of a shelf to make sure that your books are standing upright and stay still. Now, I have no idea what this book is for, what these bookends are themed of. Obviously, there seems to be a skull on it, but no idea from what book it comes from. But either way, I'm excited because my books fall over all the time. Alright, so here is one of the bookends. It says, "One flesh, one end." Spooky! And you can see that it has a skull and cool little patterns around it. And a lock, so it looks like it looks like a chained door is what it is. And it's nice, it's metallic, it's sturdy, it has little feet so that you don't end up damaging your shelves. Alright, and now the moment we've been waiting for. This is our book, Starling House, and this is the amazing plastic cover that it comes with. On the back here, it says, "I should be scared." There are stories about Starling House, the kind of people only tell at night, half whispered under the hum of the porch light. But in the dream, I don't hesitate. In the dream, I'm home. Very cool, very cool. I love it. So like I was saying, this cover is special. It's got birds on it and flowers on it. I believe those birds will be crows. And they have keys in their mouths. And I forgot to mention, but this book is by Alex E. Harrow. Now, if we open up here, we get to see our exclusive Illumicrate artwork. It is a boy and a girl looking at each other through the gate. And here we have our little information, synopsis, whatever the word is called. If you know, let me know. But it reads, "Step into Starling House, if you dare." Nobody in Eden remembers when Starling House was built, but the town agrees it's best to let this ill-omened mansion and its last lonely heir go to hell. Stories of the house's bad luck, like good china, have been passed down the generations. Opal knows better than to mess with the haunted houses or brooding men, but when an opportunity to work there arises, the money might get her brother out of Eden. Starling House is uncanny and full of secrets. Just like Arthur, its heir, it also feels strangely, dangerously like something she's never had. A home. Yet Opal isn't the only one interested in the horrors and the wonders that lie buried beneath it. Sinister forces converge on Eden, and Opal realizes that if she wants a home, she'll have to fight for it, even if it involves digging up her family's ugly past to achieve a better future. She'll have to go down, deep down beneath Starling House to claw her way back to the light. Okay, so that's exciting. I've been reading a lot of books about women, mansions, places they're not supposed to go. Here you can see on the sides more birds with flowers and keys in their beaks. And then on the back here we have the same image and a little information on our author, Alex E. Harrow. She's a New York Times bestseller and a Hugo Award-winning writer who lives in Virginia, and her two quote-unquote semi-feral children. The cover is designed by Michaela Alciano. The case art is Magdalena Mizeksak. Excuse me for not pronouncing that right. And purport art is by Zarin Baksh. And the author photo is by Alora Overbay. Okay, so now we are taking off the dust cover, and you can see all the beautiful artwork that's been under that dust cover. There is the Starling House, and it is standing alone in a creepy front yard at night. Love it. And here at the back of the house, wow, there are graves and flowers at the Starling grave, or at least one of them. Very spooky, very excited. And here is our signature that Illumicrate gives us. And an author's note as well. So let's take a look. It begins. Dear reader, I write a lot about leaving home. Not intentionally. It's one of those themes you see clearly only in the rearview mirror, but consistently. My girls are always running away, escaping, leaving their roots behind in exchange for the big city or the multiverse. It's a fantasy of mine, I guess. I'd move around a lot when I was younger, but by the time I started writing, I was back home in rural Kentucky. I loved it. I still love it, but I dreamed most nights about leaving. Eventually we did. My family and I moved to Virginia almost exactly 2 years ago. And it was only as we were leaving that I could write Starling House, which is a book about staying. I mean, it's about a lot of things. A liar and her awful cat, a bad town, and an old house in the past that won't stay buried. But mostly, it's about loving the place that doesn't always love you back. It's about the gritty, stubborn, stupid act of planting roots where you aren't wanted and hanging on anyway. It's about home. I put everything I miss about my home into this book. John Prine, L8, stories that start, well, what had happened was, hot summers, underground rivers, rural librarians, websites that are still under construction in the 21st century. And I put in everything I hate: coal, rebel flags, the way people are simultaneously obsessed with the past and determined to erase it, the racism and homophobia, and the church that serves them up like home-cooked casseroles, websites that are still under construction in the 21st century. Nicola Griffith talks about her writing brain as a black box. You shove a lot of disparate information into the box, you slam the lid, and in the darkness, strange things happen. I put all of Kentucky into that box, and in the darkness, it met fairy tales. That's how Sterling House came alive. In a Southern Gothic, the house is always the bad guy. But in fairy tales, the house is sometimes on your side. Maybe it's an enchanted castle or a witch's cottage. Maybe it has friendly ghosts or chicken legs. Starling House became both those things, or neither of them. It's a haunted house with a heart of gold. It's a place where my dreams and nightmares converge and swap clothes. It's enchanting and horrifying. It's home. Come on in. Just don't stay after dark. Alright, so I enjoyed that author's note, and now I really can't wait to read this book. I have only admittedly read one Illumicrate book that I received last year. So hopefully Sterling House will become the second. Alright, so now to put our items together, we have our book, our bookends, which look so cool. Again, so excited to use them. Our spacey mug. Love it. I have not read that book though, whatever book it's based off, so maybe won't keep it. Our ornament, our bone dog ornament. Love bone dog. And our shopping bag from a book I also haven't read, but I need a shopping bag, so. And last but not least, our pamphlet. Alrighty, so let's take a look at our items. Our first one here is our intermission mug, designed by Rosie Thorns 88. It is based on the Murderbot Diaries. Cool, don't know what that is. Second was our lock-tombed bookends, artwork by Chloe at Noon Designs, inspired by Gideon the Ninth, a book that I've been meaning to read. Next was our bone dog ornament by The Bitter Season, from Nettle and Bone, of course. And last was our night market foldable bag by Clara McAllister, which was inspired by The Stardust Thief. And here at the bottom, we have our photo challenges, which we did not get to do because, again, I am filming this in January. And here we have yet another description of the book, so let's get cracking. Opal is a lot of things: orphan, high school dropout, full-time cynic, and part-time cashier. But above all, she is determined to find a better life for her younger brother Jasper. One that gets them out of Eden, Kentucky, a town remarkable for only two things: bad luck and East Darling, the reclusive 19th century author of The Underland, who disappeared over 100 years ago. All she left behind were dark rumors and her home. Everyone agrees that it's best to ignore the uncanny mansion and its misanthropic heir, Arthur. Almost everyone, anyways. Opal has been obsessed with the Underland since she was a child. When she gets the chance to step inside Sterling House and make some extra cash for her brother's escape fund, she can't resist. But sinister forces are digging deeper into the buried secrets of Sterling House, and Arthur's own nightmares have become far too real. As Eden itself seems to be drowning in its own ghost, Opal realizes that she might finally have found a reason to stick around. And now she'll have to fight. And like I mentioned earlier, it came with an acetate dust jacket, a full colored printing on hardback, and the printed edges and paper artwork. Alright, so last but not least, our December theme. Our theme is In the Stars. It is a adult science fiction debut having to do with humans, some time travelers, a prophecy. This edition is a signed royal hardback. No idea what that means. Comes with an exclusive cover, foil embossing, digitally printed edges, paper artwork, the usual. Ooh, and it looks like it'll have a multi-fandom wall calendar for 2024. Exciting! I've been meaning to buy one, so this saves me so much money. Anyways, that was our November 2023 Illumicrate box. Let me know what you think of what we got in the comments down below, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a good week. Bye!